It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's superwomen of the New Testament. What made these women so remarkable? What was their secret identity? This and more will be revealed today. I'm Michael, the Bible ReThinker, and it's time to rethink. Now, before we get into the details of these remarkable superwomen of the New Testament, let me encourage you first to click on subscribe and to like this video and to share comments regarding what you think about these women. Who's your favorite? Let us know in the comment section. Now, this first superwoman started her career as such at a very young age. In fact, an angel came to her, and she was willing to trust what the angel said to her. In fact, the Bible compares her to an elderly, devout priest. And her faithfulness to God exceeds even his. She was willing to endure the challenge of having a pregnancy that she would have great difficulty in explaining, especially to her fiancé. And yet she was willing to do whatever God wanted her to do. Now, the Bible never actually mentions a donkey, but this woman made an incredible 80-mile treacherous journey all the way to the town of Bethlehem when she was pregnant. And then in Bethlehem, she gave birth to the Son of God. This young woman actually wrote part of the Bible, an amazing song. In fact, a song in the Bible that's probably been sung by Christians more than any other song in the entire Bible. Her Magnificat has been sung for thousands of years. This woman has such a reputation that some have even called her the Mother of God. Although I have to think that is a little overstated. Some have even credited her with a touchdown at the very end of a football game, but that's probably an exaggeration as well. Who was this amazing woman? What is her secret identity? Let's take a look at the confidential super stuff file to find out. Her name was Mary. Our next superwoman was a woman who spent a lot of time with Jesus. In fact, her brother seems to be quite close friends with Jesus. She knew Jesus well enough that she was even willing to call him out when she felt let down by him. And this woman had the audacity to regard herself as a disciple of Jesus. Now, a disciple would normally only be a man, but she had the audacity to assume that role herself. In fact, there was a day where she sat and listened to one-on-one teaching from Jesus, something that was regarded as terribly inappropriate at the time because only a man could assume such a posture. And the reason for that is a person who was a disciple today would become a teacher tomorrow. And yet this woman was being trained by Jesus himself to become a great teacher in the early church. Her sister called her out for her audacity, and yet Jesus defended her and said that she was doing the right thing. Who was this woman, you ask? What was her secret identity? Well, for that, we will consult our confidential super stuff file. Her name, is that correct? Yes, her name was Mary. Our last superwoman is actually two women, a dynamic duo who followed Jesus around throughout his ministry, doing whatever they could do to assist him. These women were brave. They were there when Jesus was crucified, And they were the ones who were so brave that they were the first who were willing to go to the tomb of Jesus, even though it posed potential risk to their own well-being. It was these two women who first discovered that Jesus had been resurrected from the dead, and they were the very first witnesses of the risen Jesus. More than that, Jesus gave them a responsibility to become the very first preachers. That's right, the very first evangelists who told not only women but also men that Jesus was risen from the dead were two remarkable women. Who were these women, you might ask? Well, for that, we'll have to consult the confidential super stuff file. Their names were Mary, the son of James, and Mary Magdalene. Mary and Mary again? Who wrote this?